fixed it. I think I fixed the problem actually. Give me a second. Yeah, I think I fixed it, so it's not gonna happen no more. Yeah, so we're waiting till other people come back on. I do want to say this. Before we watch the video, and this is the whole reason why that it's very cringing. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shout out to Crocs Ox, I guess. I don't know who this is. He's conservative. It's cool though. I don't mind somebody being conservative, but I will say this. He's conservative. It's cool though. I don't mind somebody being conservative. Give me a second, everyone. But I will say this. He's conservative. It's cool though. I don't mind somebody being. Yeah, we're gonna wait for more people to come back on and stuff. I will say this. He's conservative. It's cool though. I don't mind somebody being. Yeah, we're gonna wait for more people to come back on and stuff. I will say this. He's conservative. I'll start talking. Hold on. Oh shit! We're gonna wait. Fat Joe's paperwork exposed. Let's read the lawsuit. Ooh shit! Niggas got Fat Joe's paperwork. Oh shit! We're gonna wait. Fat Joe's paperwork exposed. But let me ask everybody, how was everybody's Juneteenth? Fat Joe's paperwork. Oh shit! I hope everybody had a great Juneteenth. You could be black, white, Latino, how was everybody's Juneteenth? Caribbean, African. I hope everybody had a great Juneteenth. Yo, if you're Caribbean, African. Yeah, but let me ask everybody, how was everybody's paperwork? Give me a second. Everybody had a great Juneteenth. Is it better? Yeah. You could be black. But let me ask everybody, how was everybody's Caribbean, African? Give me a second. Let me see what you mean. Let me turn this up. Is it better? Yeah. You could be black. Let me ask everybody, how was everybody's Caribbean, African? Yeah. Let me see what you mean. Yo, is it better? Oh, I know what's happening. My fault. Give me a second. Is it? Yeah. Let me see what you mean. Yo, is it better? My fault. I took it off. All right, it's off. Give it like a few seconds. Yeah, I got it better. We're back. So when I look up, I got a TV right here, so I see how everything looks. See if everything is good. I usually do like day trading on it, but yeah. You'd be surprised. Like, give me a second. Let me share this again. Like yeah, you'd be surprised how certain situations is. Oh, we were doing good. Okay. Yeah, we doing good. All right. Let me do this. Yeah, you know what I was thinking about doing tomorrow when I'm at work? Making a new logo for Sincerely My Paramour. It's gonna be dope. I'm just debating how I want to know how I don't know what type of logo I should do, what color. I was thinking about red, white, and black again. I don't know. It's gonna be something dope though. Give me a second. Let me see this. Can I edit it? Yep. Copy. Yeah, man. But yeah, that show's gonna be dope. I think I'm gonna talk about the promiscuous. What was it? I wouldn't even know how to put that. Girls who had sex, with quite a few people. I don't want to say promiscuous, because a person who's promiscuous can still be doing it. So it's kind of weird of saying that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna bring a book tomorrow. Actually, got a new book right here. Fuck it. Right here. Matter of fact, I seen a Lamborghini. I seen two Lamborghinis today, actually. You know, but yeah, Sauce Walker, he's gonna get flamed up. I'm talking about like on X, all these FBAs, they gonna be on his back bumper. They like, yo, how you talking for black people and you're Honduranian? You're not even black, bro. Your family came from the fucking, with trees and leaves and shit. I think I been to Honduras? No, I've been to Antigua though. Antigua's not bad. They showed me a leaf where they make cocaine out of, the cocoa leaf. So it was weird, but it was dope. Like, oh, then they say they made chocolate out of it, and I didn't eat chocolate for like 8 months. So yeah, that's when I went on a cruise, man. I had a bad experience with a cruise, so yeah. With Joe Biden at the airport. Damn, Joe Biden's at the airport? Damn. But yeah, yo, you'd be surprised, man. It's like, I would say this though. Yeah, you know what I did? I turned down the damn, what's the shit called off of the cuz I think that's why I kept on freezing. You know, I don't know, man. Joe might have another one. Damn, what's that shit called? I don't know what it's called. But yeah, actually, yo, you know what? Let's get into it. The thing is, I'm gonna say this. With the with the Latino culture using it, it's just, it's weird because a good hand of those people push white supremacy. And when I mean, and I always tell people all the time, you don't have to be white to push white supremacies. Even black people push white supremacies at times. What's his name? What's the nigga from Texas? Charleston White. He pushes white supremacy. You don't know what the fuck he's talking about half the time. That's why he said, I'm a nigga, I'm a nigga. These niggas don't know how to act. It's disingenuous. And I think it's kind of fucked up because at the end of the day, you're pushing a stereotype that most black people don't even really fuck with like that. Like when they be saying, oh yeah, black people are gang members and all this other stuff, there's not that many black gang members out here. It's like everyday black person who's trying to find a job, trying to do something, or everyday worker. That's why when I was looking at the thing on when I went to the reparation task force meeting last Monday, they were like, yeah, black people's net worth is $8 in Boston. To me, that's very impossible because black people work. I don't know how many black people you have an eye on, but I know it's more than $8. Then white people's like net worth is like $250, $250,000. So you be like, yo, where the fuck are they getting all this information from? So it's. I always tell people all the time, certain things is weird to me. The reason why certain things is weird to me is that certain things is weird to me because when you're in the black community, you don't see the half the shit that most people see. Yeah, you got your gang members, you got your, motherfuckers who be doing fuckery shit. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. But not everybody is doing that, you know? We gotta, I think personally all the time, I think we need to start defending us, us as a whole from people saying that, oh, yo, we're all gang members. We all sell drugs. No, we all, single. I mean, we all sing. We got a whole bunch of single mothers out here. Do you know black men take care of their kids better than anybody else? Or black men are mostly there for their kids than any other race? People don't tell you that shit, you know? But it's true. We're there mostly for our kids, you know? And I'm saying black Americans, not foreigners, black Americans. So this is why I always tell people, like, where are they getting this shit from, you know? Because I always tell people all the time, it blows my mind, but this is just, but you got to look at it. This is how certain people feel about us, you know? So with being the best, this is what it comes with, you know? I don't know. Like, we go on Twitter, we see X all the time. You know they're talking shit about us. You know that they don't like us. You know they have an issue with us. So this is an everyday thing for us. And this is why I always tell people all the time, don't think different when these people talk about you. And I'm talking about white supremacy. I'm not talking about a race right now. I always throw white supremacy into thing because it's a system. It's not a race, it's a system. You know, and it's a system that a lot of people follow. So yeah. But give me a second, everyone. I'm sorry, everyone. Just give me a second. Okay, 4 and 4. All right. Let's get into the video. And shout out for everybody who came back on. I'm sorry about that. I turned down the power of it because I had the shit on high too. So that's why it was probably kept on freezing.
This is a Dominican bedwench, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lolita. This is a Dominican bedwench who
Hold
has
on
a
one
lot
second. Of it because I had the shit on high too. So that's why. Yeah, it's good.
of disdain for foundational Black Americans. Lolita, hop on, ma'am.
Hello. Hi.
What's going on, Lolita?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. How are you and your zaddy?
Don't worry about him.
So what's going on over there in Bedwench land?
I can't even argue with you because it's just funny. You're just a funny person.
Yes, I am. So you have a
He said, "What's up with you in Bedwitch Town?" He said, "How's you? Yo, it's crazy." Listen.
so what's going on over there in Bedwench land?
I can't even argue with you because it's just funny. You're just a funny person.
Yes, I am. So you have a lot of disdain for foundational Black Americans. Why do you have so much contempt as a Dominican? Why do you have so much contempt for foundational Black Americans?
I don't really.
Yeah, you talk a lot of crap about foundational Black Americans.
No, I love you guys. I think you guys are great.
But why are you always talking crap about
I
us?
don't really. What do I say that's crap?
You always justifying the white supremacists harming Black people. You always do that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you always side with white zaddy. You always say that you're team white supremacy. You have, don't you?
Why? But okay, so why should I be team black supremacy?
There
What
is
it,
no such thing as Black supremacy, ma'am.
you are a black supremacist. What are you
No,
talking
I'm
about?
not.
Yes,
How
you
can
are.
you? You can't have two supremes, dear.
Oh, Tyreek, you know what you're doing. Come on, do
No,
we
no,
really have to do
ma'am,
this?
ma'am. You don't know basic logic, ma'am. You can't have two.
What's basic logic? Tell me.
The logic is two things cannot be supreme. Supreme means end all be all. You can't have white supremacy and black supremacy. It's an oxymoron, sweetie. It doesn't work like that.
Shout out to
Definitely
SP.
not
Thanks,
true.
SP. I
You are
appreciate it.
you are you call yourself a white supremacist, a black supremacist all the time.
I've never in my life said the term black supremacist in relation to myself. I'm not supreme over anybody. I'm a victim of white supremacy.
So basically, you just buck broken. You're just a weak black man like the rest of them, right?
No, I'm a strong black man under the system of
So
white
how,
supremacy
but like you said, it's an oxymoron. So how can you be strong and be riddled with white supremacy, kneeling on your neck at the same time? They don't. It's just like you said.
because
No, it's
they
an
because
oxymoron. Remember, it don't have sex. You can't be.
you're
Um,
babbling, you're babbling,
I'm
sweetie.
babbling. Okay, all right, go
That
ahead.
doesn't make sense. Slow down, that because you're trying to be witty and you're not really making sense. Slow down. You're
Oh,
tripping yourself up. I know you're Dominican. You don't know no better.
nigga.
But man,
mm,
you calm down, calm down. Ma'am, I'm a strong black man, and the reason why Zaddy has
I
to have a
wasn't.
military to
I
suppress
wasn't.
me and other black men like myself is because we're strong.
Oh no, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey yo, these are the type of people that fucks up the cause. This girl right here that we're listening to, she fucks up the cause. If we want a cause, these remember I was explaining that like with Black Americans we're always on point because we know our people can fuck up. Like certain people will fuck up. I just noticed the thumbnail. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that. So yeah, you'll get a lot of notifications now. I fixed the joint. The thing kept on hold on one second. So I had the joint on high. I think that's why it kept on freezing. So it ain't gonna be freezing no more, hopefully. But I'm still gonna get a new C hub because I got my mic attached to it. I got this joint that blows cold air into my laptop, and I got the joint connected to my PS5 and my TV. So it's like, yo, it's probably getting cooked right now. But I'm gonna get I'm gonna buy two this time. But yeah, Bedwinch, yeah. Girls like this fuck it up and stuff, man. You'll start to see more and like, yo, this is just how she thinks. And also, I always tell people all the time, watch out for these type of girls because they'll fuck with you, then after that leave you just to go fuck with white supremacy because it's a title. You know, it's a title and they think they could get farther ahead instead of being with their own people. This is why you're always supposed to point these type of people out and say, yeah, don't fuck with this type of person. Because at the end of the day, because if she fucks up, everybody's going to be looking at her like, yo, is all these girls like that from your country or from your community or from your race? This is why like our sexy reds, like black people, yo, black people shit on sexy red. Some black people shit on sexy red. And sometimes I think it's just too much. But they do it because at the end of the day, I have to understand that like people will think that about black women. You know? And I'm sorry to use sexy red. I do be listening to her music. Bust your head, ski. Yeah, that's my shit. So, I fucks with sexy red heavy. I wouldn't fuck her, but yeah, I fucks with her music heavy. So
but you guys got a military too. You guys,
No, we don't. We
yes,
don't.
you
We
do.
don't.
You are gang members that's out here basically killing everybody.
Well, that's your Dominican family, ma'am. That's
No, that's not my
Oh
Dominican family.
shit.
That's you.
no, that's your homeland, man. That's why
I
you had
wish
to.
my Dominican family was like that, so we can get
Well,
rid of
they
the.
are. That's why you had to flee, ma'am. You fled
I,
for a
I
reason.
didn't. I
You
didn't.
didn't want to.
See, this is what you do. You gaslight and you switch things up to sound funny. But at the end of the day, you're the coward and you deflect and try to blame other people. It
Ma'am,
doesn't matter. Okay, okay,
ma'am. No, no, no,
look,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Sweetie, hey,
Okay,
sweetie. You fled from the your family fled from the Dominican Republic. Y'all couldn't cut it there, ma'am. So you came here and became a bedwenching mammy for Zaddy. All
I'd
you do
rather
is
be. Okay, so tell me one thing. What do black culture, blackness, you guys? What do you guys offer? Like, I'm gonna
more
stop.
than
Look,
Dominican culture.
I'm gonna stop fucking with Zaddy, and I'm gonna come back to the
We
black
don't,
side, right?
ma'am. We don't want you. You
No,
can
no, 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 no. But
Oh
I can do
shit.
whatever
no,
I
no, no,
want.
no, no.
What do I?
We
What
don't.
do
We,
I
ma'am,
get from dealing with trash? Like, what do I get from you? You guys can't
ma'am,
even stop killing each other. So you
ma'am.
tell me.
Turn on.
Ma'am. That's your Dominican
Turning off his
culture. That's why
podcast.
you had to flee. We
Set to
don't want you.
keeping.
What we gonna do with a
Keep from
Dominican
note.
bedwench?
If
We
it's
don't need you.
exceeds a certain temperature, it'll turn on. Oh really? Damn. Turn it off, pop. Turn it off is a how is. Yeah, facts. I agree with that because um, I always have to turn it off a certain way. I used to leave my laptop on a lot, but I don't do
But
that
you
no
just
more.
insist on getting in black business. You're always in FBA business, ma'am. Why are you not in Dominican business? Why are you not back over there using Zaddy's money to build up your homeland? Huh? Why don't you do that, dear? Why are you always talking greasy about us? You're always in FBA business, but your abuela is back there in um, the Dominican Republic eating a rat sickle. They put frozen mice in the freezer and make rat sickles. But you
My
ain't
man
doing
said
nothing
a
about
rat
that, ma'am. How
sickle.
come you're not doing nothing about your abuela? Turn your microphone on, dear. You're probably over there babbling and not knowing that your mic isn't working. Lolita, turn your
Okay,
mic.
so this is not what we're about to do. You're not gonna.
He said, "Yo," he said, "Why you ain't in your country eating rat sickles?" What the fuck is a rat sickle?
Keep turning my microphone off so you can sound supreme and don't let a word in or what I'm trying to say because this is your way of trying to control the conversation because the only thing that you could call me is a bad ranch and
A bed.
She
Okay,
said,
you can't even get
"Beverage."
the English right. Okay,
because I'm not from here and you can't even
I
read.
know that. I
Your
know.
kids are more
All
fucking.
right. Man,
She
calm
said a
down. Calm down, man.
beverage.
This ain't
Yo,
the
that's
immigration office. You ain't got to give a
crazy. That's
blowjob for a green card.
crazy.
But, ma'am, why are you not helping your abuela back in the Dominican Republic, ma'am?
My abuela is right here in America.
Oh, so
Why
she
why
fled.
why ain't you helping your people from getting murdered?
My people are not getting murdered,
Oh,
ma'am.
they're
And
not. See, this is why I know you
if,
don't
if,
give a. So they're not.
if
They're
they're
not getting
getting
murdered.
murdered, they're probably getting murdered by tethers like yourself.
I wish. I wish my people would. I really wish white people would start really doing that because you
My
guys.
people, your people ain't white. You're not
No,
white.
white people, Dominican, and everybody else because you're the ones that's actually killing everybody, and you trying to act like you're not.
Ma'am, that's a projection,
That's
Lolita.
not a projection. That's an actual fact.
Ma'am, you
You're
don't.
projecting by call. Okay, if you call me a bad wrench one more time, that's the only thing you could do is call me a bad wrench. What else are you gonna say? That's it.
You also a musty tether. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
And that's too. And you also want. Yeah. I wish I could.
Yeah, you a musty tether bed wench who's busting it open for zaddy, self-hating,
I'd rather bust it open for daddy.
a self-hating coonstress. So yes, there's a lot of things we can say about you, Lolita, and a fleer. So you can't say anything about us. If it weren't for us, you'd still be over there in the Dominican Republic eating a rat sickle. Go
Yeah.
ahead, dear. Turn your microphone on, beloved. Turn your microphone on, dear.
No, I'm not doing this because you keep turning my mic off, and I don't have
Yo.
debates like this.
Mm-hmm.
Stop
Because
turning my mic off because this is not the way proper people have conversation. By you just shutting me out, and I can't say a word.
you can't tell me about what's proper. Proper people don't flee their homeland like cowards. But go
You're
ahead.
such a funny thing. You're gonna keep
Watch your
saying.
mouth. Watch your little potty mouth,
No,
ma'am.
stop calling because you're
Watch
not
your
making any sense. You keep going back to the same thing.
Yes, I am, ma'am, because you were fleeing Feather Bedwinch.
See, okay, so that's your whole thing. You know what you do? You're really good at just pissing people off because there's nothing really intellectual that you can say. You just keep
Hmm.
saying the same shit, and you really don't give a fuck about your own people because you're
I,
not even willing to address the issues that's really harming the black community. You just keep calling me a bed wrench. Like, how is that helping your FBA movement?
it's better than fleeing. I'm not
It's
fleeing.
better than fleeing. See what I mean? My nigga, good night. You're fucking retarded. Nobody really respects you. You're a fucking clown. Like you can't
Oh,
even have an actual
I don't know why
conversation
we see
without
this
saying
go
fleeing and bed
further.
rent. It's like the
Even
same talking points.
you know.
You
Well,
and your followers are fucking
Yo, shout out to E Will. Yo, E Williams, same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, why they keep on fucking with him? Like, yo, leave that man alone. Let him talk about reparations. You know, yo, leave him alone, cause yo, he's gonna tell you about your homeland. He's gonna tell you about your yo. It's not gonna be good. You know, and I always tell people that like, yo, just leave him alone. It's fine, you know. Let him have it. Let him have his moment, man. Let him do his thing. Let him do his 1-2, man. They won't even let him do his 1-2.
retarded. That's why I don't respect you guys. You guys are fucking monkeys, and you're the
well,
fucking joke of society, nigga. Kiss my fucking Dominican ass, you piece of shit. Bye,
all
fucking
right.
nigga.
Don't
See, and this is why I was saying that, like, yo, policing your people is the most important thing because people like this, you don't gotta be black. You don't gotta be white to practice white supremacists. Look what this girl just said.
Retarded. That's why I don't respect you guys. You guys are fucking monkeys, and you're the
well,
fucking joke of society, nigga. Kiss my fucking Dominican ass, you piece of shit. Bye,
all
fucking.
right.
See that? That shit is crazy. But these are the people that want us to fight for them. You know? And the thing about it, they fuck it up for their people. They fuck it up for their people. He just too good. Aaron Roaston, leave him be, especially if English is your second language. Yeah, facts. Facts. You know? It's women like her, man, and people like her. You gotta just leave people. Let me tell you something. This motherfuckers talk about reparation. You should not be like, oh, yo, when the lie don't work, they jump right out the window. Yeah. But she showed her true colors. She was like, yo, you're a fucking monkey. That's why people are shooting you. She was saying crazy shit. She was saying crazy shit. And this is why I always tell people all the time, you gotta be careful. You know, and that's why I'm glad SP said what he said. He's like, yo, I don't think Latinos people should be using that word nigga. You know, like black people could turn on black people, but it's not gonna be like, oh yeah, it's not gonna hit harder like from a person from a different race. Like even yo, it's so bad. I don't even think Nigerians should be using the word nigga, or Africans should be using the word nigga. Cause that shit, if we really look at it, that's part of somebody's lineage. This is what people went through. And I think that word is very dangerous and it's probably the most nastiest word ever in English history, you know? And that's why I said on the first one that I don't even think black people should be saying it. That's how nasty the word is, you know? But I don't want to say, yeah, we were programmed to be saying it and making it feel like all right. It's just, you got to understand we have boulets out here. We got gatekeepers that they don't really fuck with us like that, but they're the gatekeepers. We have these type of people that do shit like that and say, "Oh yeah, it's all right, man. You know, you were expressing yourself or some stupid shit like that." I don't think it's a nasty word. I just got to be personally honest. You know.
Don't
Nigga.
let don't let the Goya powder hit you in your flat ass on the way out the door. There you go. All right, that's your. Is that the black and brown coalition right there, family? When folks
See,
say, "Hey, how come we ain't building with the tethers?" Is that what we build with? Where y'all at always talking about, hey, how come we always calling them tethers? We supposed to be building with black people. Where y'all niggas? Yeah? Where y'all at? We supposed to be building with everybody. Don't call them tethers. That's what we supposed to be building with? Fleeing anti-FBA bedwenches? This girl sits up here laying up with all types of zaddies. She be doing Nazi salutes. This is a hardcore bedwench, yeah, who has to use filters because her face is strong. Yeah, I know you in here, Lolita, with your little strong face and your filters. You look like Magilla Gorilla with a quick weave.
Oh shit.
All right, and this woman is mad because she's not a white Dominican. She's actually a dark Dominican. So there's a lot of self-hate there that she likes to project. Oh, well, that's probably why Mr. Guzman was in here. I see you, Guzman. Some of y'all self-hating Latinos in here who want to be Anglo and you mad, so y'all try to take on their white supremacist talking points. That's that black and brown coalition, huh? All right. Let's get this is a hell of a name. Let's get Bussy for life.
Oh shit.
Let's get Bussy for life in here. That's a hell of a name. What's up, Bussy for life? Turn your microphone on. Excuse me. Turn your microphone on, Mr. Bussy for life. All right. All right. Let's get Zen Satori. Let's get Zen in here. Zen, what's happening? Waiting on. What's up, Zen? How are you?
Um, I was wondering if you could talk about when you were buck
What's going
broken.
on, Bobby?
Well, me and your granddad, we had a little arrangement where he was in jail and he wanted to do a conjugal visit. So I provided a cucumber. So I didn't get penetrated. He did. So that's the closest thing. Did he tell you about that?
No, my granddad said that he used you as a foot warmer.
Well, no, he didn't. What we did, he wanted to do some race play. So I took him down to a basketball game at the YMCA and I let some of the brothers take turns dribbling the ball up and down his bussy. And he said he liked it. He felt like a Harlem Globetrotter. So that's the closest thing. So anything else then?
Yeah, my grandfather said that.
Come on, just give me something else because your wit is kind of dry right now. Let's give me something else then. Give me something else. Give me something else more witty, Zen.
He said that you broke into his house.
Okay, there you go. Your wit is dried up. You'll waste time with dry wit. Let's work on your material. Bussy for life, you ready? I'm gonna get you out the queue if you're not gonna get on.
He's a bussy for
All
life.
right. Let me get him out. That name is funny. He got a little Debbie, a little Debbie's screenshot. It's funny. All right. Let's get Juba. Let's get Juba in the building, and then we'll get Pascal. All right, Juba or Tio. These names be changing. Let's get Juba. Okay. Anything else, Juba? Well, that didn't really hit like you thought it was going to hit, Juba. We're used to white supremacists yelling the N word. That don't really hit like y'all think it hits. It really don't. Y'all yelling the N word. Yeah, that don't hit like you think it do, man. We ain't offended by that. We're used to you white supremacists being white supremacists, dude. So yeah, that didn't really come off like you thought it was. Because you're yelling it while you're in a dilapidated trailer. So it really don't hit like you think it did. T.O., what's up, T.O.? T.O., hop on, man. Whatever your name is. Pascal. What's up, Pascal?
On that Dominican bedwench who was just talking shit out of her mouth. Um, I just want to have one question. Have you guys ever heard of a Dominican scholar?
A Dominican who?
Scholar.
Scholar. No, not off the bat.
N- Yeah, that it doesn't go together. The only thing Dominicans are good for are being street whore and stealing shit.
Damn.
That's all I wanted to say.
Lord. Okay, there's some cool
Damn.
Dominicans out there. Let me say that.
I've never
Okay,
met
there you
one.
go. There are some cool. I don't want
He said I never
Lolita to
met one.
represent all
Damn,
the
man.
Dominicans. There are some cool Dominicans out there. She ain't one of them. She's from the
Yo,
bedwench
what the
class of
fuck?
Dominicans. She is a hardcore bedwench. Let's get Rodriguez. And we got the Latin Music Awards in here tonight.
These are the
Rodriguez,
Latin
what's going
music
on?
awards.
What's up, Rodriguez? Mr. Rodriguez, what's happening? Yeah? Rodriguez, I'll wait for you to turn your microphone on. Wait for you to get it popping. All right. I see Sister Wani down there. I see you, beloved. So look, we got over 1,000 people in here right now. We be in here heavy in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. Rodriguez, what's up, brother? Okay, he got out of here. Okay, raise your hand if y'all ready to get on. Raise your hand, and Mr. Guzman, I don't really need you back on because you just started babbling and whining. You're not really saying anything. I don't let people on here who just kind of repeat the same shit over and over like a woman. That's a conversation. I don't want to hear you babble like a hoe. We let the hoes get on later. You get on with the OnlyFans girls later. When it gets late, the OnlyFans girls start calling up. So when it's hoe hour, I'll let you on when it's hoe time. Hoe time is not right now, sir. Khalif. Khalif, hop on.
What's up, Tariq?
What's up, homeboy? What's happening? How are you?
Chillin'. Listen, all the Spanish people are coming on. They mad at you right now because they know that movie's getting ready to come out. That's why they coming
Oh,
on,
yeah.
the Latin people. That's what that's
Oh,
all about.
shit.
They know you in New York promoting that movie. I'ma be there though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Yes,
a
sir.
pioneer. I'm a pioneer of the game. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna be there. And they just pissed off because they know that the lie is about to be dispelled. That's what that's all
Yes.
about.
Yes, indeed. My man, I appreciate you, brother. Speaking of that, um, Derek Colon put up a video, the Puerto Rican scholar, quote unquote, with KRS-One. I guess KRS-One did a lecture somewhere. He was basically talking about how a lot of people in the Bronx got a lot of the elements from hip hop from black folks from different parts of the country. Like KRS-One said, a lot of the
Nah, it was just microphone check the real story of hip hop of where it came from. So technically, hip hop came from South Carolina. Technically, like they were already break dancing like the way how people were dancing. It's just evolved from the '80s, and New York really contribute a lot to hip hop. And was it the 5 elements? Is it or is it 4? I think it's 5 elements. Breakdance, fashion, spray paint. I mean graffiti. Uh, there's something else. There's other two. But yeah, like it was created in South Carolina in like the 1930s, technically. But the people who like actually invented stuff in New York, they were Black Americans. Because I always tell people all the time in those times, and like in the 1950s and 60s, when like Puerto Ricans and I think Dominicans got up here, they were running around here with Nazi flags and German flags. You know, talk about fuck niggas, you are monkeys, saying all of that until the white people had to tell you, yeah, you're a nigga too. So. Yeah, it was on that. It was on that type of time. So, yeah, that's why everybody was like, "Oh, yo, we were together, yada yada yada." Nah, it wasn't like that. Even with the Jamaicans, They wasn't really fucking with black people like that, you know. They were, yeah, they didn't like Jamaicans didn't know how to dress, you know. Like when we was talking about the Zest Monster, Buster, like yeah, Buster didn't really know how to dress until he started getting in contact with black people. Like it is what it is. He's not a great dresser, you know. So yeah,
Breaking moves came from the West Coast, which is true. Um, Kara, one mentioned cornbread, saying graffiti came out of Philly by cornbread, which is true. And he was talking about how, a lot of black culture from all over the country ended up in the Bronx, and that was the creation of hip hop. And boy, Cologne is like, oh my God, he's having a hissy fit because a lot of people are getting some straightening. A lot of people are coming on out telling the truth because microphone check is coming next week, and I'm telling y'all don't understand the impact this movie is gonna make. This movie is going to be the definitive origin story of hip hop. People see it. People they see where it's going. So people are getting some act right. People are getting their stories straight. You understand? And the Colognes and some of these folks, they're starting to panic because the lies are going to stop. It's going to be hard to tell these lies when this movie comes out because we got all of the pioneers. We got the original people telling the story from their perspective. You understand? And that has really never been done before. Nobody has really gotten into the origin of the elements of hip hop. Family, this is a deep piece. This film is going to be taught in schools. This is history we got going. Next week, history is going to be made. The definitive origin story of hip hop is going to be laid out in theaters around the country next week, man. And I can't wait to be in the theaters with y'all. I'm going to be at the theater here in LA. Well, I'm not in LA. I'm in LA, and then I'll be back out here in New York at the big screening out here. It's a big screening out here in New York at the SVA Theater. It's going to be a big red carpet event, and all the media is coming out. And I mean, we done sold damn near 1,000 tickets already for a movie, guys. This for one day. So it's going to be jam packed out here in the New York screening. And I can't wait to be around all the Bronx cats. A lot of cats from the Bronx are going to be there. A lot of the pioneers are going to be there. So I really can't wait to watch it with them, some of the people that were around at the time. I really want them to watch it and appreciate it because I listened to them. I listened to some of the folks who were there and I really got their perspective. So I wanted to really stay true to their perspective and just get the truth out there, man, and dispel so many of the damn lies. Lord, I'm so sick of that. I just people keep. I've been doing interviews all week, and people are like, "What motivated you to do the film?" I'm like, "Man, I just got tired of them lying." Because whenever it comes to our music genres, man, they start with this co-creation stuff, and that's dangerous. When they start with this co-creation that somebody helped us created it, all that stuff.
you should watch it. It's actually good. It's just people are mad because he's exposing who created hip hop. What's going on, Jeff? How's everything? I think I fixed it. So, give me a second. Yeah, so I think I fixed it. So I don't think it'll freeze. But yeah, they're mad about it right now. Microphone check. Almost went up for what is it? An Oscar, I think. It almost went for an Oscar this year. But what's his name? Dr. Cologne. He did some sneaky shit.
Then that's the first step for them taking it away from us. That's why all of the genres we create, we end up being guests in our own genres: country music, rock music, jazz to a certain degree. And they're trying to do the same thing with hip hop. And we're saying on a grassroots level, no, you're not going to do that. We're saying no, we are not going to do that. We, on the grassroots, we are going to tell the origin story. We're going to tell it from our perspective. We're not going to let the corporate sector tell it because that's where a lot of the funds come to do documentaries. That's where the funds come from. The corporate structure, the corporate record labels, and they have an agenda. So they're not going to tell the real truth. Their agenda is to really promote whatever artists they got out at the time. You dig? That's why when you see these hip hop documentaries, they don't really get too deep into the history. They'll put a bunch of people on there who's on their labels, and they're not really going into the truth. This one is, we're going into the truth. And it's a phenomenal piece, man. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Go to microphonecheck.com. Microphonecheck.com to get your tickets to see this film. Let's get a couple of more calls because I ain't going to be on too late because I'm actually going back to LA tomorrow. So I'm not going to be on too late tonight. Let's get Upsetter. Let's get Upsetter in the building. Upsetter. Mr. Upsetter.
It got nothing to do with us. That's a Puerto. Oh, with this part right here, that was a Dominican. Dominicans, they're like Caribbean, but Puerto Ricans, they're actually citizens of America because they're a territory. And I don't think, did he say anything about Mexicans? I didn't hear anything about Mexicans. We do got other videos, but this one right here was, I like this one because at the end of the day, certain Latino people spread white supremacy, and she was one of them. Just because she had a white boyfriend or a husband or something. Oh, it's Colombo. Yeah, he's a Boricua. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. He was saying Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans helped create hip hop, and it's false. Like there's no Jamaican or Puerto Rican components in hip hop. It might evolve and you probably use a little now. I doubt it, but like they have their own stuff. They got reggaeton and stuff, you know? And Jamaicans got, was it dancehall, soca? They got that shit, you know?
Oh, where you at? I thought I put you on and I can't see you. Hold on. Let's try it again. Okay, it's not letting you on for some reason. That's weird. Okay, some people it won't let me put them on. Okay, all right. I tried to get you on, Upsetter.
Facts.
Let's get Sean in here. Let's get Sean.
Hey, Tariq, what's going on?
What's up, Sean? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, man, I know you don't really watch Vlad like that, but did you see that, Michael Jai White and his wife is on there right now, and, Vlad doing Vlad, asking her about Tupac, and that, that picture that was posted when she, met Tupac when she went to Howard. And I don't know if you had caught how, Vlad trying to cause some tension between her and her husband. So just wanted to land my plane on that.
Yeah, they tried
Yeah,
to say
and then both of them are friends of mine. I know.
that all Latinos claim that we had half a claim into him. Yeah, it was created by us. Yeah, it's just now it's you know what it is? Cause it's beneficial. Like it benefits and it brings in billions of dollars a year. It's just now they're trying to say instead of having that black face, they can have multiple faces. Say, yeah, we all did this together. And at the time they wasn't really fucking with each other. If Puerto Ricans were a component in it, I wouldn't know. I wasn't there. Yeah, I was born in the 80s and most of that shit was in New York. Like even when they were rapping in the 90s, there wasn't that many like West Indian people rapping like that. It was mostly black people. Cuz there was still tensions. The Shower Posse. The Shower Posse has I'm gonna say this: they kind of fucked New York up in the '80s, cause motherfuckers could have made a lot of money, but they didn't. Then when you had like we had a big migration in New York, I think in the '70s and '60s. So at those times, most of Bronx and Brooklyn were black Americans. Most of those people were pushed out to Brooklyn, like Marcy Projects and shit like that, and Queens and it's a weird like I don't know New York like that, but I know New York. The way how they move is different. They're different people, man.
I know both of them. And Gillian, she's such a sweetheart. Gillian is the sweetest lady ever. A beautiful, beautiful sister. Micah, that's my guy. So, yeah, that picture with her and Pop, yeah, that's nothing. That ain't nothing. People try to make the most out of it. But yeah, that was just her taking a picture. People are funny. You take a picture with somebody, um, people try to build lies around that shit,
Mm-hmm.
for clout, for internet clout. Yeah, you see a picture of somebody or somebody take a picture with somebody and they just build a whole janky ass lie around it. So, that's what a lot of clout chasers on the internet do. They do stuff like that. All right. Let's get El Chapo the Third. El Chapo. What's
Oh,
up, El
Chapo
Chapo?
the Third. I like that shit.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, El Chapo. How are you?
It's the man, the myth, the legend. Dr. Umar's nephew, Kwame. How's that school going, Kwame? I heard you're helping your uncle clean up the school from the break-in.
Good, good. Just here listening to the real game you be spitting.
Yes. So what's on your mind, El Chapo?
I wanted to talk about the self hatred in the Latino community and the non FBA community.
Yes, indeed. Now you are Puerto Rican or
That's a
Mexican?
good thing.
First generation Mexican American.
There you go. So we'll talk about what's going on with the self hate. Is there self hate in your community?
Yeah. Sadly, it's very deep. It's very deep. They be looking almost darker than black folks, and they'll be like, no, 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 I'm not one of y'all. I'm not one of y'all.
Hmm. Now down in Mexico, because I've noticed there's a lot of Mexican people deep down in the family tree. Y'all got some black relatives down there. Do you have black relatives in Mexico?
Yeah. On my father's side, he's more indigenous than my mother's side.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're pretty
That's a good
colored out
thing.
there, and it's sad how they separate each other and talk down to each.
Hey, Kwame, what's wrong with having a mulatto family? Don't act like you don't like white women, Kwame. We seen a few pictures with you with white women. What's going on, Kwame? Talk to us. We seen you, Kwame. You can't lie. Kwame don't want to answer that question. Everything's wrong with mulatto families. Kwame, you got a white girlfriend. How you talking about everything is wrong with a white mulatto family? The fuck you talking about?
each other and compete for whiteness.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. I believe that. It's real heavy, man. It's real heavy. All right, let me get one more call. Thank you so much, brother. All right. Should I get one more? Let's get one more. Even though we got a lot of people in here, we got a lot of folks in the building in the middle of the night. And don't forget the rally for reparations. That's coming up too. Don't forget that. Let's get Galore. Let's get Galore in the building. Galore.
Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you. What's up, Galore?
Hey man, I'm doing good. Yo Tariq, yo,
The
I'll be
same Tariq who
like I
patrol
said, I've been on here before, like the other
Saturday
day.
and Anchor
Yeah, I
Baby
follow a lot of your
can
stuff. Just a quick
now
question.
have the
Um,
last say.
so I seen you did an interview with 19 Keys. Have you ever been like touching base on, doing another thing,
I've been meaning to reach out to Keys. Keys is a good guy, man. Good, solid guy from up there in the town, up in the Bay. So I do want to do more stuff with him, man. He's a solid brother. I actually wanted him to be part of the rally for reparations. I need.
Kwame, Kwame, aren't you an Anchor Baby? This is colorism in our community, where lighter complexion, color people, color people eyes, people are considered more attractive. Yeah, I heard about that. I personally like the dark skinned Mexicans. Those girls is fine, man. Woo! Them girls is fine. Them dark skinned Mexicans. Mm. You know they got that good coochie too. That's that good stuff. No reparation rally this year after he cleaned out. It was Kwame. You already missed it. It was like a few days ago, my man. Yo, where you been at, Kwame? Come on, man. It was a few days ago, man. Or was it today? No, it was a few days ago. It was Thursday.
To holler at him about that. But yeah, Keys is a good guy, good brother. I like to build with brothers like that.
Key 19s
I got
that's he's talking about. He from
next week. There's
Cali.
a lot of interviews I got coming out. I was on a holding court with a brother in Big Court. He's a real solid
Tickets for
brother out there in LA, and I did his show, and that's going to be coming out. I did all
You
hip hop
going?
today
Go on,
here in
Kwame.
New
You should
York.
go.
I did an interview with them, and that's going to be coming out. Shout out to Chuck. We chopped up some real good game on that. So next week, right around the time the film is coming out, y'all gonna see a lot of interviews come out. I did something with Voice of America. That's the international um, Congress-funded news channel that's all over the world. I did an interview with Newsweek today. And I hope they get good pictures of me, man. I do these interviews and they be using old ass pictures of me from goddamn the '90s. I hate when they do that. It was something. Some newspaper did an interview with me the other day. They used an old ass picture from like 2005. I'm in a big ass fucking chopper suit. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
they could have had a better picture of me than
The
that.
tail novel
So I
feature
sent my publicist some
mostly
photos.
lighter
I'm like,
skinned
give them
Mexicans
this. Yeah.
with the
So
brown
that's what it is. All right, let's get Otis Glenn.
Yeah, man, I know. It's yo. I gotta tell you, them girls is fly in them countries. Like cause you got like an African part, cause the Seminoles migrated to Mexico. So yeah, what? Them girls be flying them countries, man. Motherfuckers don't know me. I used to be international. I used to have a little Mexican girlfriend. She was like Mexican and Puerto Rican. Terry issues were to a FBA is Bible and like folks are usually the hell. Yeah, it's always like that. It's be like that with Egyptian culture too, man. We always gotta be a slave or we gotta be the evil ones. Like you ever see the Mummy? The most evil one was the black the African.
Otis, or is it Otis or Otis? Which one is it? Otis? You turn your microphone on, Otis. Okay, Otis ain't saying nothing.
Damn Otis.
Okay. A lot of these Latinos popping in here. A lot of Latinos in here. Y'all waiting on
Hey.
microphone check? All the Latinos in here. What's up, Otis? I want the Latinos, you guys, to go see microphone check too, so you can appreciate the foundation of Black American history. All right? I want y'all to watch it so you can appreciate it. Otis? All right, let's try somebody else. So Chiefs ain't saying nothing. All right, let's let me get
That's why I
one more.
gotta
Y'all raise
respect.
your hand if you're ready to get on. If you are ready, because Chiefs ain't ready.
Hey, yo, you ever read the comic books? The comic books are crazy. It's real good. You'll like it. Um, yeah, try to read the comic books. It tells a broader story.
Let me know if you're ready. Just raise your hand and let me know if you're ready. All right. Let's get no more bull. All right, no more bull, something like that. All right, mobile. I turn your microphone on, mobile.
Yo, Tyreek, what's good, man?
I'm good. How are you, brother?
Hey, I'm great, man. Yo, appreciate all you do, my man. Do everything, everything you do for foundational. Quick question. There's a lot I could ask, but one quick question comes to mind. Any chance that microphone check could be airing down anywhere in the Philly area by any chance?
No, we didn't get a chance to get it in theaters in Philly, so you got to either go to DC or go to New York.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
But it's all good, man. I shout out to Philly. Much love to Philly.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
now let me
I
get up out of here,
actually be
guys.
reading
It's been
comics
real.
for
We
the
chopped up a great
better
game as
part
we
of the last
always
30
do.
years.
And go
What's
to
going on?
microphonecheck.com and get your tickets. Again, the first screening is
Yeah.
going to be in New Orleans this Wednesday, the 22nd. That's going to be the first screening. So, New Orleans, get your tickets first. And then that next day, Thursday, is going to be in theaters and other places around the country. Go to microphonecheck.com. And in Atlanta, New York, and I think a couple other places is going to
So
be showing next.
so that was a good one. We're gonna watch the Sauce Santana his response, and this is what actually got me.
Ooh, hey man, say man, I be trying my best to stay out of subjects like this and rant like I used to, but this one really be bothering me. Mexicans, Hispanic people, and the word, and people using the word that are of Latin descent, specifically. Mother said, I sound dumb as hell for saying, to say that a Mexican or Hispanic person can't say, use the word in fellowship is like saying Mexicans telling us we can't eat a taco. We can't eat tacos. The comment said, how can you compare a derogatory racial word?
This is a tether, and he's from Honduras. He's just cosplaying or being black right now, so I just want y'all to know.
To a food. How do you racially disrespect a white person? What do you call them? What is a
Cracker is not technically a derogatory term. Cracker means, and this is will be probably kind of new to y'all, but cracker means when the slave master used to hit you with the whip used to crack, so they used to call him the cracker. Just like honky. Honky is not a derogatory word. It meant back in the days when, give me a second. With brothels, in the brothels, there used to be the mayors, the governor used to come to the brothels and stuff. They used to honk their horns. That's why they were called honkies, because most of them were white. You know, it wasn't a derogatory term.
food? Dumbass. What do people call Mexicans when they be disrespecting them? Tacos, burritos, wet food, disrespectful, bitch ass shit.
Texas,
Racism
you
is
might have to
racism
hold
no
this
matter how
L,
you put
man.
it. And if we're gonna talk about it, are the most disrespectful racist on earth. We hate ourselves more than we hate anybody.
Texas and Honduras, you gotta hold this L. We're not gonna blame the Mexicans. This was just one Mexican that, overstepped. We gotta blame Honduras and Texas as a whole. And I'm sorry that we have to blame Texas, but You gotta hold this motherfucking L.
Rob, steal from, don't support, don't help others. See 10 in the middle of the street, mother getting ate by a mother grizzly bear and keep running. A white person to jump out and try to fight a Mexican to try to stab them. Don't put out their phone and record you die and suffer
Cap.
for views.
Super cap.
But you have the audacity to say that Hispanic people shouldn't say the word. Second of all, the word has already been converted into a word of love, a word of companionship, a word of brotherhood, fellowship. It's not been a derogatory racist word in so long. Yes, certain.
This is y'all people's Texas, and this is why I had to ask you 2B1. I was like, yo, is Texas like this? He's like, yeah, sadly to say, they are like this in Texas. This is why I stopped smoking weed. This is why
it's not been a derogatory racist word in so long. Yes, coming out of a certain white person's mouth in a certain way. Yes, man, feel more disrespected than for a white person calling you a boy. So at the end of the some real shit, y'all be doing that shit for the internet, and I hate this shit, bro, because y'all don't really give a about. That's the part that irks my soul the most. And then, how disrespect the Asian person? What they call them? Fried rice, egg, same shit. So don't ever say that.
Niggas do not call Asian people fried rice. Texas, you gotta hold this out, man. I'm sorry, man. We were just talking about Sauce Walker. We were saying like, yo, that dude is tripping. Yeah, he's tripping. He's doing more than tripping. Shout out to Primus 4. This is why I stopped doing drugs. I'm gonna be personally honest. I stopped smoking weed. I still do drink my Douce. I ain't gonna lie. I still drink my Douce from time to time. But I don't smoke weed no more. This nigga's gone. And he's a Honduranian talking black problems. Black business. You know, we can't do that. This is why on the first show I said, yo, certain people should not be talking black business. Even though they do look black, they don't know black culture. So we can't do that.
Comparing it to food is not the same. Yes, it is, you dumbass. You the dumbass. Idiot. I love Hispanic, anime, Japanese, Chinese. I love all people.
He's probably getting some pussy from some Mexican girl. Like, yo, that girl's probably throwing that pussy on him. Oh yeah, she gotta. She probably sucking his balls and everything. You know, slapping her in the face with a boom, boom, boom. Yo, what? She's going crazy on him. Look at it. This nigga's about to die for it. Yeah, that pussy got him sold up. Oh man. Yeah, that's some good Mexican pussy, man. He found one, man. I can say that, man. I can tell. Look at man. He's about to crash out. My man's about to crash. What's up, Lane? What's going on, Rando? We're watching Sauce Walker crash out, man. He's getting some good Mexican pussy. You can tell, man. This nigga's crashing out. Rando. Listen to him. Just listen to your boy.
A word of companionship, a word of brotherhood, fellowship. It's not been a derogatory racist word in so long. Yes, coming out of a certain white person's mouth in a certain way. Yes, man, feel more disrespected than for a white person calling you a boy. So at the end of the some real shit, y'all be doing that shit for the internet.
Yo, this is my favorite part right here. Watch this.
I hate this shit, bro, because y'all don't really give a about. That's the part that irks my soul the most.
Did you win?
How disrespect the Asian person? What they call them? Fried rice, egg, same shit. So don't ever say that comparing it to food is not the same. Yes, it is, you dumbass. You the dumbass. idiot.
This is my favorite part
I
right here.
love Hispanic, anime, Japanese, Chinese. I love all people. People need to love people. Yes, we have been done wrong, but a lot of people have been done wrong as well. Yes, we have not got our reparations and our blessings back for what we have been through in this world. But when you talk about Hispanic,
Hold on, what's this weed shit? Yo, you're from Honduras, nigga. You don't get no reparation. You need to go to Spain for that shit, my nigga. Oh damn! You was giving people ass whooping of the century. Shout out to Rando. He won this game today, 38-6. Shout out to you.
Hispanic people, I feel a certain type of way because
What's
why?
this?
Hispanic people built America just like we built America. America was built on the blood of Hispanics just like it was built on the blood of the black man and the Indian man. So at the end of the day, all that shit is bullshit. And it's
He's high out his
for
fucking
that
mind.
dumbass systematical racism that make us hate each other. I understand that dumbass shit that going to California, how they feel and all that, and that's dumb in a bitch too. Because right now, everybody should be supporting Hispanics that have came
That's
over
what's
to
up.
America and helped build this country and ain't did nothing wrong to you. And if you can,
He's high out
bitch
his
ass,
fucking
I don't
mind.
know, y'all niggas some hoes though. But shout out to the Rasa and every Mexican that don't like you too. Every person that don't like me, you too. But at the end of the day, all you fake Carnell.
Nigga, you from Honduras, my nigga. What are you talking about? You talking about we getting reparations. Nigga, you ain't getting shit, nigga. Nigga, you need to pay that hospital bill when you got shot, my nigga. It depends on how you use it. It's with the hard R. Should I use should I next again should I use the it's not your words to use. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Let me see how many videos we got left. We got this one, we got that one, we got that one. All right, we're gonna watch this one first, and I'll answer the question.
New York City and Chicago have responded to the ICE raids with many protests, but that's not
And this might answer our question. Look at that.
the most important thing. Many of these immigrants that will be going back to their country or being detained are from Hispanic or Latino backgrounds, and that is important. The Hispanic community is now the #1 minority group, while the historic #FBA or African American group is now #2. But something is different this time with these protests. The historical Negro or African American community, now known as FBA,
This might answer our
Black
question.
Americans are sitting this one out, and the Latino community are pissed.
How can you lack so much compassion? What if your mom, your dad, was immediately just taken from you as a white person, as a black person, as anyone? How can you just accept that? This is not, bro, this is so unreal. And how can people just lack compassion? How? Why can't you just imagine?
Yo, she look like she got a body on her. You know? Fuck all of that, baby. You staying, man. What are you talking about? One of these little simp ass niggas gonna marry you and stuff. Look, girl, you got your titties popping and everything. You don't think these... What is she worried about? She got her titties popping and stuff like that out. She look like she got her OnlyFans or something, man. Nigga, I bet you if y'all had she had an OnlyFans, man, niggas is jumping on that right now. All she had to do is put OnlyFans on that, and she would have been, niggas would have been on that. I fear that the protest is gonna turn the worst and get. Yeah, it is. That's why they already got that. They already got the Marines out there. Oh yeah, they got the Marines out there. They ain't playing with immigrants. Cause let me tell you what it is. The motherfuckers is out there burning American flags. That's where they fucked up at. Technically, you could go to jail for that shit. Most people don't know that. You burn an American flag in America, yeah, you going to jail. You know, but it's gonna get nasty. It is. I hope it doesn't. But as I said, I would just know what I'll do. I'll just take that $1,000, go back and come back here legally. That's all you gotta do, you know. It might be a little bit longer, but at least you'll get here, you know. I'd rather be here late than never. You know, because if you go back to your country, you're gonna have to start over. You know, at least you can fix your country, but you know, it's a weird situation. You know, especially in Africa, you niggas got to go back to eating bushmeat and stuff like that, and rhinoceros knuckles and shit. You know, you got to start drinking dirty water again and living in mud huts. You know, you got. Then after that, don't forget in America you got lotions. You gotta go back with them ashy ankles and shit. Yo, Africa's crazy, bro. I would never want to live in Africa. She's attractive, but let me tell you something about SoCal Latinas. It seems as if the more attractive they are, the more conceited they. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's facts. You know. Hey, at least you don't got no New York Latina, man. Them girls is fucking aggressive. You think like yo? You think what's her name is the what's her name? Cardi B or is just like that? Nah, that's the Bronx. Yo, them Bronx girls come out of pocket. We're gonna get on time. Let's see. Uh, Give me a second, everyone. The fuck is that? Niggas is high or something? Niggas be on drugs. Yeah, it's true. You know, them Mexican girls be looking fine out there too, man. Especially when y'all had y'all urban like Latina Mexican clothes on. Cause y'all got a style how y'all dress in SoCal. That shit is dope. I like that shit. Are the most arrogant, conceited women I have encountered. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me tell you what's the best Latina. The ones that are into church. Oh yeah, they always wearing dresses and stuff. Yeah, man. Oh man, that's my favorite. You know. I don't know why, man, but yeah, I like girls with the tight pants on and stuff like that. But I like the ones in dresses, man. Or you know what? I seen a Latina who was a Mormon. That shit was pretty different. You know. They just wear some weird shoes and stuff. They were wearing some type of like some Amish boots or some shit. She had like Amish boots on, man. So she was fine, but she had Amish boots on. I was like, yo, what the fuck made her want to wear those today? So I was like, yo, what the fuck? But yeah, I was laughing in my head and stuff, man. It was crazy, man. I don't know if she was Mexican. I think she spoke Spanish because she was one of those people that go to different countries spreading the word and stuff like that. I just hope they don't go back to that country, that island where the motherfucker got spear chucked by the pygmy people. I think they were off of the island of Africa, and the motherfuckers told him don't go there. He went there anyway, trying to spread the word. And the reason why they don't like humans, like humans like us, is because they spread diseases. Because they never been around any type of things that we have been around, so they'll get easily sick.
Yourself just waking up one day with your family not there anymore. So LA businesses are getting raided by ICE, or some people that are wearing stuff that says ICE on it with their faces all covered up. People are getting ran over. Shots are being literally fired, literally. And this is supposed to be life right now.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
We're not going to get treated like humans because they don't see us like humans. They lack compassion.
Nah, that's not. Let me tell you something. Yo, there's something crazy. Yo, I was telling y'all like 2 days ago. Yo, I seen ICE because where I live at is mad like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. Yo, these motherfucking ICE people. This motherfucker came out of like this place. It was like a little bodegas. And the motherfucker was eating his little empanadas and stuff. Yo, here come ICE running down, knocked the motherfucker on his empanadas all on the floor. The motherfucker step on it, motherfucker on the floor like that and stuff. Motherfucker talking in Spanish and shit. Like, oh, man, it was a bad hit for him, man. I was like, oh shit. Then he seen me because I was going to my car. I'm like, yo, what's going on? He's like, yo, where you from? I was like, yo, I'm from JP. I'm from JP. Then he seen my flag. He seen this flag in my car. He's like, oh, you're good. We thought you didn't have no papers. They was about to tackle me too. I put my hands up like that. That was my first, my first reflex was like, yo, I ain't got nothing. Thank God I didn't have my firearm on me on that day. They would have shot me.
And while Latinos are making the call, they're not alone. They do have some support in the African American community.
All right, this message is for my brother.
Hey, all of y'all motherfuckers in California, y'all should get LWO shirts. WWE used to have LWO shirt for Latino World Order. Yo, y'all should get that shirt and start protesting like, yo, what's that? LWO, yo, that should be dope. Yo, nigga, y'all be on TV all day, nigga. I'll be watching. I'll be like, yo, that shit will sell off the fucking store. 30 minutes. Yeah, man, y'all should get some LWO shirts. Yo, Rey Mysterio's with them. Psychosis back in the days used to be with them. La Paca, yo, he's probably one of my favorite luchador wrestlers. My favorite luchador wrestler always was La Paca, or Psychosis. But Rey Mysterio was cool, but I like Psychosis or La Paca. La Paca used to do the guillotine leg drop. Used to jump off the turnbuckle with a leg drop. Yeah, he was lit back in the day. Juventud Guerrero used to. He's the first time person. No, he's like the fourth person I seen do the 450. It was first was Two Coast Scorpio.
Brown people. And although us black folks decided to sit this one out because we did try to warn y'all at the polls, we do see that it's up. California is a blue state. 66% of Latinos in California voted against Trump, but it's not enough. You got to work on your people that hate us. Then you got to rally your people because they hate you like they hate us. Mm-hmm. And don't tell me this is not about race. There's over 500,000 undocumented immigrants in America from Poland or Russia or Germany, the UK, Italy, Ireland, all over Eastern Europe. But they not joining the protest because they not being targeted. America has always been obsessed with race. You burglarize and steal someone's home, make laws that only protect you, then get upset when they want to move back in. Talking about, we need to protect our borders. Most of you never even met a Mexican American, and if you have, they're probably doing a job that you would never want to do anyway.
But wait, there's more.
These ain't criminals. They're snatching up students and nurses and builders and farmers, electricians and plumbers. They got...
Hey, yo, let me tell you who fucked that shit up. And I'm going to be personally honest. These colleges. Don't forget them people, them foreign exchange students protesting. That probably fucked that shit up for y'all too, man. Because don't forget that little China girl got sent back to China. And she was like royalty in China. Her motherfucking ass went back with some chopsticks, nigga. You know, so that shit, yeah. She ain't looking too good right now, man, but yeah, she had to go, man.
Armored they running. Pulling up on line cooks. You're separating mothers from their children and telling people who've been here for decades to just go and start a life somewhere else because you're uncomfortable. In their land. You just took their and was even too lazy to change the names. It's still San Francisco, San Diego, San Bernardino, Ventura, Calabasas, right?
But yeah, that's cool and everything, but y'all gotta understand, in America, how do I explain this? Like they sold the shit. They sold the land. You know? It was just some suckers that sold the land. It wasn't like no real, Mexican or no native Indian. Cause the thing about it, if we're gonna talk about Mexicans, they have an ethnogenesis if we don't understand that. They mix with native, they mix with Spaniards, and they also mix with certain Black Seminole Indians. And we can even say Africans. So they have a ethnogenesis. It's just what fucked it up is the people who sold the land. Like let me give you an example with black people. What fucked us up was the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement sold us out and integrated our communities. That's why when we think of integration, the shit's bad. People just take our shit. I'm not trying to say Jim Crow was any better, but at the end of the day, at least we had something. At least we kept these motherfuckers out of here. And stop manipulating our shit every time we get somewhere. You know? So that's the difference. I'll be back, everybody.
A lot of African Americans don't believe in this so-called black and brown coalition because they've seen time and time again as they believe they've helped Hispanics get rights. At the same time, their rights have been dwindled or diminished in America. And they don't want to continue to go and just give all of their support to a group in which they feel doesn't give anything back.
Black people in LA, mind your business. Black people in LA, mind your business. This don't got nothing to do with us. ICE and the National Guard being in LA has nothing to do with us. I don't understand rallying behind a whole bunch of people that hard ER you. They don't even like you for real. Everybody want to make their problems our problems. It's tired. It's tired. This don't got nothing to do with us. Sit there, watch, look. Don't go out there. Go home. Go watch the NBA finals. Go do something that's black related. Go have a cookout. Go do something black. Like, this don't got nothing to do with us.
If you guys don't know, Los Angeles, especially in South Central in areas like Compton, where African Americans dominated, eventually had the influx of Hispanics into the city.
Yeah, so a coon got you, a tether. That's what a tether was. So now you know what a tether is. This is what tethers do. Yeah, those are coons. That's a Mexican coon. Yeah, we have those. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. We got fucking, what's his name? Jesse Lee Peterson. Barack Obama is not our peoples. Those are Africans. We don't claim Barack Obama. Yeah, Coon took your money. He fucked your shit up, man. So yeah, that's why I say yeah, the Coon fucked you over. You know, yeah, that's the whole thing about an ethnogenesis. So that's why I say yeah, it's a weird situation. So it's not even about it being built. It's just about you selling, about this motherfucker selling it. That was your people's. This is what's so important about policing your people. If you would have policed that motherfucker, had him down and stuff, that gunpoint would have meant shit. You know, he would have researched and did better when them people came.
And then you had certain evidences of Hispanics attacking blacks and even trying to run blacks out of neighborhoods. For those of you who are from California, like myself, you understand this very well. Especially in Southern California, which there is a very big divide between blacks and Latinos. It's not so evident in Northern California, like Sacramento or the Bay, where blacks and Hispanics, typically get along more in Northern California. But in Southern California, it can be a war, and it has been a war, with a lot of African Americans losing on that side. Now, the same people who were telling, blacks, hey, listen, we're taking your jobs, hey, we're starting businesses, you guys are this, you guys are that. Now, all of a sudden, you're asking for help when you were not even caring about these same people who have helped you get far in America. You even had John Leguizamo, a guy who got his start in black comedy as a Colombian. He says interesting things like this.
Latin people, we're the largest ethnic group in America, the oldest ethnic group. We built this country.
Boy, y'all sit your stupid ass down. Who the f
So here you have John Leguizamo, a guy who started, like I said, in black comedy, in many black comedy circuits. He's using the same terminology that many historical African Americans have used by saying, we built this country, we suffered in this country. At one point he says, we're the oldest minority ethnic group in this country. And these are things that typically black people used to say, all right? And now they're saying it, completely diminishing the contributions from the historical Negro community or hashtag ADOS community or the African American community. All of these are the same. And so this has really pissed.
Yo, the funny shit I ever heard John Leguizamo said was that Mexicans created the Crip Walk. I don't know how, but he said it. I don't know if he's from California or not. First, I heard he was Colombian. Then I heard he's Cuban. Then I heard he's Puerto Rican. I don't know what the fuck he is. I just say he's Latinos. All I know, he's Latinos. You just got to watch out for John Leguizamo type of people, man. He's going to fuck you over, too.
Pissed off blacks.
Because you know why? Because this situation's happening, and I haven't really heard anything from John Leguizamo. We might see him on this, but I haven't seen anything.
More important to understand, guys, is that even Hispanics are starting to agree with African Americans.
Black people are tired of being a bank where everyone keeps making withdrawals and no one ever makes a deposit. And I want you to think about that. If that was your setup, would you still want to give? Especially for those of us in the Hispanic community, because it's about patterns that we've inherited and the harm that we've ignored. Me, myself, I'm Puerto Rican. I've seen how anti-blackness and colorism still show up in our homes, in our language, in our media, in our families. In many families, darker skin is treated like a disadvantage. When solidarity is needed, hesitation shows what's been internalized, and too many of us were raised to believe that aligning with blackness meant losing something: safety, opportunity, acceptance. And we were taught the proximity to whiteness would protect us, that staying quiet was safer. So if we don't unlearn that, we end up repeating the same harm.
And the most damning evidence is going to come right now.
Oh, yo, so this girl right here, she used to be an adult entertainer. Her name is like something Castro. The reason how I know, maybe he meant that it was taken from, I don't know, SP. I don't know, SP. He's wildin'. But this girl right here, she's a freak too. Yo, I seen one of her movies, like, cause I told y'all I do reaction videos for Pornhub, and yo, she got a dope ass body. I think she's like Cuban or some shit like that. Oh my god, her body's fly. That shit is on point, player. But yeah, she was kind of right at what she said when you hear her. And like, yo, her shit, big old big old knockers. It was like that. I was like, oh shit.
Los negros americanos.
100%.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And I clap for the African American community that has not come out, because it is not. I do.
Well, I have to because I that's how I make my money. So I do reaction videos to it. So
we didn't do.
I get donations for it.
But I don't. Me and you support.
Yo, I be meeting people. Yo, especially if you realize her name is like Castro, so Electra Castro. Yo, you got a dope body. I'm like, oh shit.
But in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans. Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, that
No,
all
no.
of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your asses, Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black.
Now, I want to get back to what the Puerto Rican lady said initially, that, hey, nobody wants to be making deposits and getting nothing back. And that is typically what happens with, blacks trying to support other groups or other agendas. And the same thing is here. The lady from the Cuban community says, listen, we don't care about them. We too care about them. We're going to be honest. We don't do anything for the black community. We don't give any reason to want to be with them. And the same thing that the lady from the Puerto Rican community said. She said, listen, we want to be closer to whites, and associating with blacks when they have issues, we are typically quiet. And now that it's against us, we want their help because now we're the largest minority group, and now we're getting what they used to get. Instead of the riots and stuff like that when it came to, the Jim Crow laws and segregation laws. Oh no, they're not after African Americans anymore. Now they're after you, okay? So now they're after your people. And as the brother said, some of these people probably have to be innocent, and it is a shame if they're innocent and they're illegally, but it doesn't matter because the whites, and I'll be honest, I think whites are threatened by Latinos, some of them at least, because of their growing numbers and their growing fame and stuff like that. And then, a lot of the Latino community that I have witnessed, many of them are cool, but hey, listen, this is this thing.
Yeah, she do a few of those some parts. Yeah, yeah, she plays a few of those parts. I seen this one crazy one with her, man. Getting smashed by two big old wee-wees and stuff. It was crazy. I was like, oh shit. I was like, man, I don't think I could do it. Nah, I'm good. I was like, I'm good with her. Oh yeah, she's an OG too. She's an OG adult entertainer too. Like she got some good old
of ours over here. Yeah. And so, hey, where are the Latino actresses? Where are the Latino actors? They're not moving it when it was the Black Lives Matters, even though we're a lower number than them. But you can see that we were able to galvanize larger than what the Latino community could do, especially when it comes to our celebrities. Like, African Americans still have more pull in that way as far as making something move and making something shake. But hey, you're not even seeing any black athletes, black actresses, anybody, actors, for the most part, coming to the side of the Latino community, because secretly a lot of people have been feeling like this for a very long time in the country. And like I said, it may not be right for everybody, but listen, a lot of blacks are not going to complain about the competition being removed, especially when we didn't view these particular individuals as competition before. And it was even going on when I was a kid. I mean, when I was going to Benjamin O. Davis Middle School in Compton in the 90s, I mean, you had there was a big beef between blacks and Mexicans then. I mean, it's gotten worse over the years. So, hey, the black community is going to continue to sit it out because why? We feel that ain't nobody looking out for us. Because when it comes to us, we all we got. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again.
So this answered our questions about should Mexicans say the N-word. The first thing I think we need to handle is the tension of black and Mexicans or black and Latinos relationship. That's the only way that shit's gonna be fixed and everything's gonna be feeling comfortable about that. Like, motherfuckers don't even feel comfortable when an African calls a black person a nigga. I'm just being personally honest. And the reason why, because Africans has this tension towards black Americans, this envious feeling or jealousy, And I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, toot my own motherfucking horn, but Africans don't like black people. They have never liked black people. They always had like some type of problems with us when we greeted them from everything. If you're holding on with some little 7-year-old called you an African booty scratcher, then you need to grow the fuck up, I was called an African booty scratcher, and I'm not even African. Like, come on. Like, if the nigga hurt your feelings, go back to Africa. But they're not going to do that. Because they love it here. And you got to say, you're welcome in advance. You know, that's just how it is, man. People are assholes, man. Give me a second. Let me see what you said. What's going on, Randall? Yeah, motherfuckers need to grow up, man. Niggas mad about African booty scratches and shit, man. You still up? Yeah, I'm about to go to bed because I gotta go to work in the morning. We're gonna watch one more. We're gonna watch this one.
And that happened to me when I studied abroad in Ecuador for a couple of months, and oof, oof. There were a lot of race-related things that happened to me on this trip because I was the only black person and one of only, I think, 3 people of color on this trip. 3? Actually, now that I think about it, it was me. There was a girl who was a Mexican. There was a guy there who was Puerto Rican. And the only other minority there was a white liberal lesbian. But I digress. The story's not about them. While I was studying abroad, I wasn't like doing it on my own or, like it was through the school, but we had host parents. And I got paired with a really sweet older lady, and her name was Irlanda. Loved her. Absolutely loved her. She was marvelous. But I do remember one of our very first conversations that we had when I got there, and it was about my boyfriend. She had asked if I had somebody back home, and I showed her a picture. At this time, I was dating someone who was biracial. His mother was black, his father was Indian, and he was about my skin complexion.
But I've been catching
up,
up,
picture, though. And she looks at him, and then she looks at me. She looks back at the picture, and then she's like, no. And I'm confused. I'm like, what? Like, why would she say something like that? She then tells me that she thinks he's really handsome, but that I can't marry him and that I can't have babies with him because, and please don't come at my Spanish. My Spanish isn't as good as it used to be. But she said, mejorar la raza or mejorando la raza. And I was so confused because at the time my Spanish was good. That was the whole point of me studying abroad, was that it was going to be my minor. And what she had said literally translated in my head was better the race. And I was confused as to why she would say something like that to me or what it even meant. And so I asked her for clarity. She broke it down and basically explained to me that because he was a dark-skinned man and that I was a dark-skinned woman, that we shouldn't be together because it would then produce dark-skinned children, and that wouldn't be advantageous to me.
So you heard us say...
All right, there you go. There you have it. Inside other cultures, non-white cultures. So right now we're not even talking about white cultures, but in the news today, you see what's going on. You got the riots.
Yo, I gotta say this. Yo, what's so crazy about it? Yo, the dark-skinned Latinos are the best ones. The ones with the curly hair and stuff like that. Yo, they the ones we having a good coochie too. It's always them, man. You like, damn, where the fuck that shit came from and stuff like that. That shit's always wet and tight and soft inside, man. Woo! That's why motherfuckers be having like 4 or 5 kids by them and stuff like that. Man, that pussy be good, man. And it's not like, oh yeah, it's all like dark-skinned and Latina. It's mostly a lot of them. There's some light-skinned ones that be having some good coochie, man. I know this one girl, she was Cape Verdean, though, but she was like 4'9", 4'10". I don't know how I be coming in contact with like short women. But yeah, she was super short, man. I was like, damn, she had some bomb. She had some bomb out of this world. But she was light-skinned, but she considered herself black. Because she was like, y'all motherfucker fucking, I'm black. She was like, a lot of like Cape Verdeans, they think they're Portuguese and shit like that. I remember I was at work one day. This fucking Jamaican guy went off on this Cape Verdean girl because she's like, yo, and then think about it, the shit just went left within 30 seconds. Talk about, he was like, yeah, man. He's like, yo, how your day doing? Asking a question. Then he just said like, yo, man, y'all motherfuckers think y'all Portuguese. I was like, yo, where the fuck that came from? The girl's like, oh, I'll be right back. She never came back. I was like, yo, bro, I think you scared her away.
All right, riots. That's a hard word for me to say. I don't know why, but all the R words and V words are hard for me to say. But you got the protests and the riots going on. And there's a lot of Latinos that are calling out for the black community to come out and support and get out, be out there. Well, one thing that other races, you Asians, you Eastern Indians, you Latinos, all you other races don't realize what happened in the United States. Be out there Your racism,
Well,
like even with me, I grew up and I'm a darker skinned Latino. I would be considered an Afro-Latino. I suffered so much racism from you lighter skin. The lighter skinned Latinos are almost just as worst as a racist white person.
Damn.
I was one time at a party at my friend's house, and they're Honduran. And this guy was there, and he was a lighter skinned Honduran. And he ended up slyly trying to call me the N-word. He had already called me the N-word before I got there. He knew I was coming. Him and I almost got into a fight because I was getting the attention from the females in there, and he didn't like it. But this guy was racist. Like, seriously, I felt like he could have been a Klan member, basically. So what you guys fail to realize is your freedoms and you being able to go to college and school and not be looked down on as your darker skinned brothers and sisters. This was our history. It's a civil rights movement. And we already did our fight. We did our fight for you guys as well. And the thing is that you want us to join this fight, but we've been asking you guys to join our fight for the longest time. And y'all didn't bat an eye. So what's going on right now, it's on you guys. It's something that you're going to have to do on your own because we really don't have a foot in the fight. So when it comes to racism, I think that if you're listening to this and you're of other nationalities or you're a Latino or maybe your parents taught you to be racist towards black people, maybe now is the time for you to re-educate your family that have told you these lies and to be racist towards us when the only reason why you're in America right now is because of black people. And the only reason why you got the freedoms that you have is because of black people. So I do digress. I rest my case. Take care.
Damn, so this was a Latino man. I'm gonna end here like this. I'm gonna say this. Mexican Americans fought for desegregation. Fought for desegregation in the schools to wards to in the 50s. Oh, that's dope. We might do a show. Look up Mendez versus Westminster. All right, definitely. I'm gonna look that up probably tomorrow because I'm gonna have a little bit of time to do some work. I'm gonna say this. The N-word. Do I got my? I hope that's not my car going on. Probably not. This word makes it very difficult because a lot of old school people would not agree with this. Our elders, our OGs would not agree with other nationalities saying it. Like I said, this is the younger generation. And I think I think people took advantage of the younger generation, younger black generation. And when I mean the younger black, like immigrants, like people who are not from the foundational black American tree, took advantage of them because at the end of the day, they cosplayed to being them. Then after that, they told them like, yo, we are the same. We are both black. Knowing that you have a different culture or that person has a different culture. That's why I brought up the Joe Rogan thing when Israel Adesanya spoke out of place. I said he spoke out of place because it wasn't his place to tell people that here's my take again. Mexicans have no business using it, even as an endearment. You're gonna like my answer. They spoke out of turn. Israel Azania spoke out of turn. You're gonna like my answer, SP. But don't forget the white people as well. We let them in like we didn't know any better. Yeah, we didn't know any better because don't forget our history is basically taken away from us. Like what we know about Black history now, like the information that we know about Black history now from like YouTube, Tariq Nasheed, Black Alpha, was it Black Authority and stuff like that, we wasn't getting in school anymore. You know, that's why they were taking Black history out of school. And you know what? They could take it out because you know what? We can teach our kids the Black history. We're the parents. So if they want to take it by means, let the motherfuckers take it. It ain't gonna be like they're not gonna know American history. Black American is American history. What the Mexicans did in America is American history. What the West Indian people did is American history. As what Kwame always talks about, Coakley Stark Carmichael, he's West Indian's descent, but he's still American history. But like I said, Black history is our history. We can't keep on, adding new people every like 5 years. But back into what I was saying. The N-word, what I'm gonna say, SP is right. People should not be saying the word. Other nationalities should not be saying a word at all, even if it's out of endearment. And the reason why I'm gonna say that he's right, at least 50% right, is because it's a nasty word. It's gonna bring problems. It's gonna bring certain energies that you're not gonna want. But one thing I'm gonna say, if some people give you a pass in their community, you should only do that shit in their community. You should have respect for the Black race and the Black culture. The culture that, if you're a rapper, artist, anything that Black people influence, you should have respect for. Mexican OT does not have respect for Black people. You could just tell. One thing I learned from this dude named Milk from the West Coast. I remember he used to go around out there saying nigga, 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 until a Black guy approached him. He said, yo, I don't like you saying that shit. And he said, I had to understand where, and this is a white guy saying this. He said, I had to understand that, like, yo, he was growing up different. He was raised different. So I got to respect that elder. So I stopped using it in front of certain people. I only use it around my people. And this is why I said that, like, yo, if you want to use that word, by all means, you can use the word in front of me. But at the end of the day, there's going to be somebody that's not going to use a word. Ain't going to like that word. It might dumb out. So you can't get mad at that motherfucker dumbing out. You know how these people are going to act. You know the times that we are in right now, you're going to meet somebody crazier than the craziest people you know. You're going to meet somebody who's dumber, who crashes out more than people that you know crash out. Everybody has that people. I always tell people all the time, be careful with the women you date because they always have crazy fucking cousins. Everybody has crazy fucking cousins. So, and this is why I say, yeah, if you want to use it, use it. Me, personally, I don't like it. You know, and the reason why I don't like it, because I had people, oh, what's up, my nigga? You know, this, and that, and they get mad at me. You dirty fucking black nigger. You monkey tree climbing nigga. Yeah, they did a whole 180 on me. That's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like. Yeah, this is the type of shit people be on. But that's what. No. This wasn't even a white person. This was a Latinos. This is why I told you in the beginning. Remember I said anybody can practice white supremacy. White supremacy is not a color. It's not a race. It's a system. That's why I said what I said. Yep. We always warn our young people not to use that. Yeah. Because if you get mad, the shit's going to go left. The person's going to do 180 if they're mad enough. That's why I say I personally don't want you to use the word, but you're going to use the word anyways. Fuck it. I'm not going to fight over it. You know? It's just, I just warn them, be careful who you say that in front of. Because you say that to the wrong person, motherfucker, the shit's going... Nigga, I have been in parties with family members where everybody's having a good time and somebody did some fucked up shit to a person. And the person who's doing the fucked up shit to, the guy was like, yo, the person who he did... The guy's like, hey, yo, can I talk to you, man? And, you know, because the dude was sleeping with the dude's wife. And he's like, yo, can I talk to you, man? Ain't going to be no problems and stuff. Yo, the motherfucker got mad and pulled out a gun on him. It just went left for no reason. You know, that's why I said, like, yo, I always tell people, shit goes left for no reason sometimes. I'm at SoCal, and when I hear young people... It's fucking cringe. Yeah, because you don't know what those people went through. Those old school people. Don't forget, those motherfuckers was probably going through the Black Panther shit. When the cops was beating their asses and killing them and sexually violating their women. Yeah, in front of them. Yeah. Nah, they don't like awareness. They act like they like... Yeah. Y'all, shout out to... SP and E Will. Yo, y'all were right, man. They don't know, man. It's just sometimes bullshit just has to happen to you just so you can know, like, yo, I can't keep on doing this. This shit's gonna keep on happening. Sometimes it has to be like that. Sometimes a motherfucker just don't want to listen, and when it happens, oh, yo, I'm not saying that shit no more, man. That shit went left last time I said that. You know, but I'm gonna give my shout outs. Shout out to E. Thank you, E Will. Thank SP. Thanks, Rando. Let's see. Let me go back up. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Oh, that's SP. Thank you, Primus 4. Who else? Kwame. Who else? Those are it for right now. Let me see how my and shout out to X too, man. Y'all did y'all thing too. Yo, I actually got like 12 people in X. I didn't even know that. Shit. I'm doing pretty good. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for watching the show. Thank y'all for, watching both of the shows, I appreciate, like I say, I appreciate everything y'all do. I'm sorry it was so late. I'll try to do a morning show. I was just at, Juneteenth, got the Juneteenth shirt on and everything, so I got the Juneteenth Jordans, so your man was getting busy down there. So, You know what it is. Again, thank you. Shout out to SP. Thanks, man, for the subscribe.